Hey, my friends. I wanted to give you a quick update about something that I posted on my community page. I posted that I had a medical emergency on Monday when I got home. So I wanted to give you a quick update on that because I know that I did not say what it was. So, I know you guys are wondering, and some of you are like, hey, whatever, but it wasn't anything immediately life-threatening. I'll let you know that. It was just something where I was in excruciating pain. So here's the whole story. On Monday, I went to Fostoria and Deschler, Ohio, with 1960 gamut and jaw tooth. Excuse me. And the whole day we were doing great. It was hot. It was humid. I would say actually not so hot, but more humid. I was drinking plenty of water. And we're having good. I mean, we had like a total of like 35 trains in the whole day. So the entire day was like 35 trains or something like that. I mean, maybe even more. But anyways, we got to Deschler about 3 p.m. and things slowed down a little bit, so there was a little bit of downtime, ate some food, all that stuff. But train action really picked up after that, and it was just kind of nonstop. And still, nothing was wrong, nothing was hurting at that point. And we got to around 9 o'clock. The last train showed up about 9 o'clock or a little after that, and went through. At about 9:30, we left Deschler, and as soon as I sat in Scott's car in the back seat, it was like the pain just smacked me in the face. And the whole 3.5 hour ride home, I was suffering in silence. I mean, I was leaking sweat and trying not to vomit because I was super nauseous. And I'll get to why I was super nauseous in a minute. And so once I got back to Scott's place, I didn't want to alert Scott and Brian to what was going on. I did tell them that my lower back was hurting, and I couldn't figure out why. I thought it was maybe I overdid it during the day. I did get bit by an ant while filming a train, so I'm like, maybe that was it. I don't know. I also figured I was just stiff from sitting in the back of Scott's car like the whole time. I don't know. So finally, I got back to Scott's place and I got into my truck, and it just got worse. Now, I had like a 30-minute or so ride home, about, I would say, 1 something in the morning. And I got home, took a shower, dried off. I laid on the bed, and the pain just got worse. And at that point, I woke Mrs. Boats up and said, hey, I gotta go to the hospital. Like, that's it. I'm done. We're going to the hospital. So she took me to the hospital, and got to the ER, and they got me back within minutes. And I would say less than 10 minutes, I was back in triage. And they did everything for triage there. They put IV in me. They gave me morphine to try to control the pain. They actually had to give me several doses because the pain was that excruciating. And finally, I told the doctor what was going on, the ER doctor what was going on. Now, the ER doctor, she looked right at me and says, it sounds like you got a kidney stone, dude. And so just to confirm it, she put an order in for a CAT scan. I got that done, and they looked at it. And even before they brought it back to the room to look at, she came right in the room and said, yeah, it's definitely a kidney stone, and it's quite big. So then we looked at it, and it was about 7 millimeters. So to give you an idea of the size of that, I'm going to look at this pin right here. See the little push part? That's kind of like the whole thing up to down is not 7 millimeters, but if you turn it up like this and you look at the end of it, that is 7 millimeters, and that's about roughly the size. Now think about that and the size of a human kidney. Now, human kidneys aren't that big, right? I mean, they're big for what we think of in a mammal, but that size of that kidney stone was blocking the little tube that comes down from the kidney into the bladder. Now, that's why I was in excruciating pain, and it was also blocking it from draining. So the urine was starting to gather up in the kidney, making it swell, which was adding to the pain. So I had this lower back pain. It was radiating in my stomach up front, making me super nauseous. And they said that is something that people with kidney stones and then that excruciating amount of pain, because of the stones, they get super nauseous, and they usually like projectile vomit. So I'm trying not to do that to tell Scott that I got to pull over on the highway, dude, because I'm feeling nauseous, or on the way home, and try to tell some state trooper that I wasn't drinking because I'm on the side of the highway puking. So I held it together enough, and got home, and that was that. Went to the hospital. And so within that morning, the next day, they moved me up to a room, admitted me to the hospital, and within hours had me in an operating room where they actually put a stent up my dude, and pushed it all the way to the kidney, pushed that stone out of the way, and that allowed the kidney to drain. Now that stent's still there, and it's going to be there for maybe a week or two until they can get me back into another urologist where they can actually disintegrate the stone with sonic waves or ultrasound or something like that. It's a pretty big stone for them to do that. Initially, they gave me a choice to get it basically like dusted and turn it into nothing, but it went with not the easier option, but the better option is put the stent in and clear things out. So yeah, that is what's going on. That was a medical emergency. Like I said, glad it was nothing super life-threatening, just a lot of pain, and I got meds, I got antibiotics, I got stuff to make things move along good, and some pain meds if I need it, and hopefully I don't have to take them because they're narcotics, and I'm not a fan of those, so... But yeah, that's it, man. I'm home, I'm doing good. I'm going to get a video uploaded. I got a video trains to upload before I went to Desser's on Saturday. I want to get that uploaded. I wasn't going to get that uploaded on Sunday because my kid had a graduation party. We wanted to get that out of the way, and Monday I went and did that. So, but I got videos from Fostoria and Desser. I actually have another Marion video I got to put up too. So there's going to be lots of videos that are going to come out lately. So just stay tuned for that, and so hey. But also, thanks for the kind words, guys. I really appreciate you guys. Show me that you care. That's really awesome. It means a lot to me. So, but hey, stay tuned for the next one. We'll see you guys later.